Welcome to Spycom UK. In this video we're going to be talking about the tiny black box spy camera device. Now this device, unlike other ones, isn't hidden inside another object, so unlike the carbon monoxide detectors or air fresheners, we haven't hidden this inside an everyday item. It is, on close inspection, obviously a camera. However, from a distance you wouldn't really spot it, so you can quite easily hide it amongst files or on a cluttered desk and no one would really notice. The device is easy to use. You first need to insert an SD card. We sell different SD cards. We've got 32 gig, 64 and 128 gig. You can supply your own, and obviously the more storage you use, the longer it can hold on there. Once the SD card is inserted, you can then, from the slider here, choose the settings you want. Now normally we don't really use the first two. These are preset settings that record in a certain way. But the third one, the cog, if you select that one, then you can actually program it what you want to do. So if you plug that into a PC, the app will pop up and allow you to set certain settings. For example, which way around you want it to record, the quality settings, whether you want the light on the camera or not. As long as you've got that clicked, as in the cog, as long as you've got the cog selected, whatever you select on the app, the device will follow those settings. Once that's done, all you have to do is press and hold the record button and put it into place. Now there are plenty of options on this device that will give you the ability to record on motion, or record on schedule, or record when it hears a noise. There's plenty of different ways to trigger this. Once you're done, you pick the device back up, switch it off, and then plug it into a computer using the USB. So you plug that into the USB, same way you would to program it, and then the files will pop up. There should be time and date stamps as long as you set it up, and you can, as always, just view the ones you want, delete the ones that you don't want, or even move on to your computer for storage for a later time. As the device comes, you'll just receive the actual units, the USB cable and the power adapter. But the battery is the bottleneck, if you like, for this device. The battery will only last about 10 hours. So if I set this into a room just to record constantly, record for 10 hours. Now it does come with an adapter, so if you're close enough to a power supply, you can plug it in quite safely without anyone seeing. Then obviously the device will just keep recording until the SD card fills up. You can also choose circular recording as well on the SD card, so that means when the device does fill up the SD card, instead of stopping, it can go back to the start and record over it, so it basically records on like a loop recording. We also supply it with a battery pack. So with this, you can put the unit, you can deploy the unit, and you can plug the battery pack into the unit. Now once you do that, what it's actually doing is it will actually charge the device whilst it's deployed, which means that the battery in there will actually charge up. This will decharge, which means you can just keep going over, swapping the battery pack. You never actually have to recharge the unit, you never have to take it away and recharge it. If you've got several of these as well, you just keep doing that all the time to keep it going. So if you wanted to leave the device out all the time but you don't have access to a power supply, that's an option for you. The other thing is the device doesn't record very well in the dark, so we also sell with the unit a infrared light source. So basically with an infrared light source, when it's plugged in, the human eye can't see the light coming from the unit, whereas the device can. So if I plug that in, I can't see what the lights are like, even though you probably can through the camera that I'm recording on. So when anyone walks into the room, you wouldn't see anything lights up at all. There's no lights on this, not even a dull red light. You can't see anything, but on playback on the camera, it will have lit up the room so you can see quite well. Now, you may not need this because the device does work quite well in low level light. So basically, if you've got some kind of light source in the property you're recording, it should be okay. But if it is pitch black, then you might want to look at buying one of these infrared light sources. The final thing we sell is a ribbon camera. Now this camera replaces the camera that's in the device. So if you take a look there, you've actually got a camera here. Obviously it's static, we can't really move it around much. If you sit it on a table, there's not a lot I can do to adjust the angle of it. Maybe I could put something underneath. But if you wanted to be more specific with where the camera's looking, we will supply it with a ribbon attached. So you still need the box, the ribbon camera will be attached, which means that you can then have the box out of the way with just the camera focusing on the point that you want to. This is especially good if you're trying to hide the camera inside a box, let's say a tissue box, and you want to put the camera just looking through a small hole in the box. You need to put the device inside and then just line the camera up to the hole. Please visit Spy Equipment UK for more information about this device and many others.